like I said, when I've posted pictures, and I'm like, man, I didn't get the amount of likes I wanted. You know, you start feeling down. That's when you know you got a problem. I'm just like, yo, this ain't right. Like, hey, it's April.
And Randall.
And together we are
Sounds of A&R.
Coming back to you guys with another weekly Wednesday video. Alright, so today we are going to talk about the effects of social media.
Okay, the effects of social media.
Yeah. And so one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this, because I was inspired by an Instagrammer that I've been following. Her name is The Working Beauty, and she's a stylist, and she primarily uses and styles vintage thrifted clothes. So of course I'm into that. So I follow her, and she was talking about how she knew somebody, and she was asking this person why they don't post pictures, or whatever they were doing, they had stopped doing it and stopped sharing it. And the person had revealed that, you know, they don't get any likes. And she just thought that was crazy, because she's like, I still post pictures and I don't get likes, but I'm making money. Like, so I thought that was pretty interesting. And then she went on to talk about how, you know, when you're given a gift and you have a talent and a voice and whatever that may be, you need to share it. You should share it, and you shouldn't let social media dictate whether you share those things, or you feel like if nobody likes it, it's not worth anything. And I really could relate to that, because all the time, like when I post a picture, I'm extremely critical of that picture. Like, it takes me a long time to push that post button or that send button. And I know sometimes when I don't get the responses that I'm looking for, the likes or the comments, I'll delete it. And I'll be like, oh, that must not have been a good picture. And I'll delete it. So when I, saw the posting that The Working Beauty put up, I was like kind of encouraged by that. Because it's like, you need to continue to do you, regardless of if anybody's watching or if anybody likes it or puts comments on it.
That is true. I have to admit, I guess I have not been as active on Facebook before we met. So a lot of times I look at the work of other artists, other musicians, actors, dancers, and a lot of times that inspires me to do my own work or to do my own writing. So, and a lot of times when I see them on Facebook, I'm like, oh, this is great. This person's doing this person's doing that. But it also lets me know that I should kind of let people know what I'm doing or what we are doing as well, and establish more of a presence, even if I get maybe a few followers or a few viewers to kind of like check out what I'm doing. But I do have to admit that as I noticed that this whole Facebook and this whole social media has just evolved, and it's just continuously, it's a living, breathing thing. It's probably good for me to just maintain my presence on it in any way, just to remain relevant, or for just simple reasons as to to use it, because you never know who is watching. That's the one thing I am learning. You never know who is watching, and you never know who you might inspire or who you might touch, and not just for the sake of your own monetary gain, but for just the sake of you have this outlet, you have this ability, which I do remember when we didn't have this ability.
Well,
because we didn't have this on MySpace, did we? Well,
I don't remember. Well, I do remember. Did you have MySpace? I had
MySpace, but it wasn't. Yeah.
MySpace is still relevant, I guess.
It is. Yeah. Shout out to MySpace.
I've gotten, and I'm sure Randall has gotten. We've both gotten gigs through social media, people reaching out, booking us at their clubs. They heard us on YouTube, or they saw us, or they heard us on the radio, and they go and they look for us. Like Sounds of A&R, they look for us on our Facebook page a lot of times, and we've gotten booked that way. So it's important to have, that presence there. The reason why I was able to go to Poland to perform is because she saw me on Facebook, on YouTube, and checked out my stuff. So even though I don't have a lot of followers or whatever, I'm still gaining a lot of experience through having a presence on social media. So it is important. But...
And that was another artist reaching out to a fellow artist.
Right. But it's extremely important to have balance. Because I will say, one thing I do admire about Randall is that he doesn't care about social media. Like, he doesn't have to post ever. He doesn't look at it. It doesn't bother his day. He moves on. Like social media is just like whatever with him. And I admire that. I really do.
I guess my head is not in that all the time. I find it to be entertaining, and I use it for, to relax myself sometimes when I'm just, just chilling out, watching TV, or in between practicing or working on some music. I say, okay, let me see what's going on. I do like it, but I'm not obsessed with it.
He's not obsessed with it. And I've had to...
You're not obsessed with it.
I have had my moments, where I've had to take a look at myself and be like, yo, you need to chill out. Like,
But you're only that way because maybe you don't get the number of views or the number of followers.
And you start comparing yourself to other people. And so I've had to be like, that's just not the way to look at it. You need to just be you, always be you, and that's all that matters. I've had to, like I said, when I've posted pictures, and I'm like, man, I didn't get the amount of likes I wanted. You start feeling down. That's when you know you got a problem. I'm just like, yo, this ain't right. Like, when things start to bother me, I have to, like, set it aside. And I was having to do that. Be like, nah, I need my moment away, because it can be so addictive. Like, I'm learning to be more present in the moment. Like, I don't know if you noticed, we went to a baseball game the other day. I was, like, I was watching,
Well, that was only because of fear.
Well, I didn't want to get hit in the face with the ball, but that's a good thing. But also, I wanted to be in the moment. Like, you look around and you see a lot of young kids or young teenagers just on the phone.
Yeah, I have to admit, you were not on the phone as much.
I'm trying to be, I'm trying to be in the moment. Have time that you set aside to do your stuff on social media, because I manage our Facebooks and Instagram and our website. So I do have to post, and obviously I do this YouTube channel as well, but it doesn't have to consume you. I've learned to just post the information, let people know what we're doing, and that's it. You don't have to check it every 2 seconds to see if you got a like. Post and coast.
Right.
Post and coast.
Treat it as an artistic output. Like when you put out a record.
Yeah, but you be looking for your responses on that record. That's more.
I do look for it. Now,
your crap, that's a whole nother thing, because
Well, I would look at it like this. If I am totally confident, and if I have exhausted and put every heart and soul into an artistic development or an artistic endeavor, once I release it into the air, then it's like, okay, well, can't get it back. Now you might can learn from it and develop something else later on down the road, but
man,
you just have to just like let it go and just.
But when somebody comments on it negatively, you're like, man, whatever.
Yeah,
it
that's kind of like
you a little bit.
It can, but
it does.
You have to just keep pressing, because everything that you do, everything is we're going to post. Everyone is not going to like, obviously. Everyone is not going to even take the time to look at it, obviously. But that's not going to stop us, apparently.
No.
And that should not stop our artistic endeavors in the future as well. So,
that just reminds me of something. Almost a year ago, when we started working with T.S. Monk, and our first gig as Sounds of A&R with T.S. Monk was at Lincoln Center at Dizzy's Club Coca-Cola. Shout out to Lincoln Center.
You might
Jazz
remember
at
that
Lincoln
video.
Center. Anyway, I posted a picture, or they took pictures at the event, and then I put it on my page, and somebody had commented on my hair that I had no idea who it was like, "Ooh, that's nappy," and I'm like,
really? Somebody said that?
yeah, and I was just like, here I am, a black woman, young black woman getting this opportunity to perform at Jazz at Lincoln Center, and you got that to say, and I was just like, I said, nappy and happy.
Yeah, what I say. I was just about to say, Paul Mooney would say, well, if your hair's nappy, somebody's not happy. That must mean someone was not happy. Or did they mean it? Well, I guess
no,
when you
and
say
it was
nappy,
it was a brother too. It was a black person. I was just like,
why
are we like...
Now we throwing shade at each other.
Why are we tearing each other down? Like, I don't get that. Like, I do not understand that.
Do you remember the context? Was it negative connotation?
It was negative. And then after I said that, he was just like, well, he said, as long as you know.
Oh, okay.
So I was just like, people, like I said, when you're doing something, or when you are doing something, people will have negative things to say, but you gotta just keep it moving.
You sure it's somebody that you didn't know?
No, I didn't know them all.
Oh, okay. It could be somebody posing as a...
Could be. But, but like I said, you have to take social media for what it is. Like, it can be a great platform, but it can also be very destructive. If you let it consume you, and if you let the things that people say on there consume you as well.
Don't let it consume you. And always just keep in mind and say, okay, well, this is what I'm going for. It's like I treat it as an artistic endeavor. I'm not really concerned about the negative response as much as I'm just concerned about just the output itself. Just being consistent and putting out, because at the very end of the day, at least people can say, well, you know what, I don't really like their videos, but
they're consistent.
I give them the consistency.
Thank you to the 45 subscribers that we do have.
You don't have to tell them all of that.
Why? I mean, it is what it is. Like, that's another thing. Like I said, just because you don't have very many doesn't mean that those are not significant.
And it doesn't belittle them.
No, it doesn't. And I'm not saying to them. I'm saying that's more of a reflection of us. And like I said, and that was the whole premise of why I'm posting this video, because it was just, I enjoyed hearing someone say that though they don't get very many likes, or she actually said she started to lose likes, but she's gaining more money for her business. The Working Beauty is who I'm talking about. And so when I watched that, I was encouraged to say, you know what, though we don't have the biggest following or subscribers or things like that, we have gained a lot, getting a foot into this industry, and
plus, you have to look at how long has she been doing it?
She's been doing it for a while.
For like a couple of years.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, she has been losing followers, but she's been gaining, her business is growing.
Right.
And the pictures that she was posting, and she even showed and started circling that she only got like 20 some likes on these pictures, but somebody bought her products. And so that's what I'm saying. So to the 45 subscribers that we have, I am grateful for that.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
At least one of you guys will
buy the album, right?
Or
so with social media, we would say, don't be obsessed with it. Use it for your benefit. Don't, hone in on what everybody has to say, because there's haters out there for sure. Don't be obsessed with how many likes, how many comments. how many subscribers you have. Do you post your videos, do your thing, and keep it moving.
Yes. That's what I was
and
gonna
be
say.
real in real life. You
Yes.
know,
Whatever you do, keep moving forward.
keep moving forward. Be real. Be you in real life. Have great experiences. Love the people around you.
Enjoy the moments.
Yes.
Enjoy the process. And
Post and coast. All right. I think I'm done talking.
I think I'm done talking too.
All right. We are the sounds of A.
And R.
We'll see you guys in the next weekly Wednesday video. Bye.